Hey gang, welcome back. Hope everybody's having a good day out there. We on the road today, had a doctor's appointment. We're about 3 hours from home. I was sitting out here in the car waiting on the wife. I thought we'd talk about a few things today that's going on around the world that we might need to be getting prepared for. It falls in the line of preparedness anyway. Might get a conversation started. What'd y'all think about the debate the other night? Oh me. I heard somewhere that bowl of spaghetti could have debated Joe there. Joe didn't look good. He looked real weak. I just want to know who's running the country. You know, he has a football that follows him around everywhere he goes. And inside that football, from my understanding, is the nuclear codes. And from what I've understood, if someone launches a missile on us, that the president has maybe up to 7 minutes. And I'm assuming that would be just a standard missile. It probably wouldn't be one of those hypersonics. So if you put in the hypersonic missile, I figure that 7 minutes goes down even lower. But is that the person that we want with their finger on the button, so to speak? In my opinion, it's scary. It's real scary to think that his finger has been there for the button for the last 4 years. Now, you and I, we've all known that he was incompetent, or at least acting incompetent. Now, I'm not positive yet whether he's as bad as he seems, or if he's just acting that way on account of the criminal investigations they've done on him. I can't remember the investigator's name right here at the moment, but y'all remember that report came out here a while back about they had investigated Joe, and he was just a senile old man, wasn't competent to stand trial for the things that he might have done. That he was just an old grandpa, just let him go on, pat him on the back, he meant no harm. And so is he just acting? Either way, it looks bad. And I've been around dementia patients and people with Alzheimer's in the past. I've had it in our family. And a lot of things he's done and doing looks exactly like the way some of my family has done in the past. And it's a sad situation to see him that way. I mean, I feel like he's probably really sick. And if he is as bad as he looked the other night during the debate, his wife and family should be ashamed for pushing him into the position that he's in. That being said, as scary as it is, I pray that God's got his hand on us for the next several months. I hope that he stays in the race, because I think it would change things a lot if he drops out and somebody new comes in. Trump can beat Joe, I think, just like he did the last time. And that's another subject altogether. But in my opinion, he beat him the last time. I have to watch some of the words that I say here, or they'll strike the video down. So we're just going to call it beating him. Y'all think y'all know what I'm talking about. But who would they run if Joe does drop out? And I've been hearing rumors that it's fixing to come out that he's dropping out of the race. And from the looks of it, rightfully so. But like I said, I hope that he hangs on for a few more months and that God has his grace on us and gets us through that time. So what do y'all think? Y'all think he's going to drop out? Who do you think will take his place? I don't think the cackling hen has a chance. I think Trump could beat her just like he did Joe. Who do you think they could put in that might stand a chance of beating Trump? I don't have no idea. I've thought of several different ones, and I can't feasibly see any of them beating Trump. But when you add somebody new to it, it turns it into a new ball game. Right now, we pretty much know the outcome should be just hands down the winner, just from what happened the other night during the debate. So y'all leave me some comments, let me know what y'all think. Well, I'm back home now, and I thank God for it. That 3-hour ride's rough, and all the traffic. Man, there's a lot of traffic on the roads now. I was going to mention a few other things while we was on here today. The attack in Crimea here the other day. It's been probably, what, a week or two ago now? I don't know exactly how long ago it was, but the missiles that was used, they say came from the U.S. And they say that only the U.S. can program them. Now, if I was Putin, and I'm not, I thank God I ain't, but if I was Putin, that would probably make me a lot more hostile towards the U.S. Knowing that they give them the missiles, they programmed them, and then they hit the beach and hurt a lot of civilians. Now, I reckon, from what I understand, Russia had intercepted, I think there was 5 missiles in this, and Russia had intercepted most of them, but this one, I don't know if after they intercepted it, it caused it to go off course, or if that was the intended target. I don't really know. I've read some articles, and some say it was it went off course, and some just really don't say. I did have some articles. If I have them, I'll put a link, or not a link, but I'll put a picture of the article up here, and you can go and maybe read it, or read it here on the channel, either one. But this is easy to find. Just either Google it or DuckDuckGo, and you can find all the information on it. But it was supposedly cluster bombs. Now, I may be wrong about it, but I thought cluster bombs were illegal to use. Now, I've got a picture here of what a cluster bomb looks like. It's the only picture that I could find readily on the internet, and it may be out of date, but that's basically what a cluster bomb looks like. It's a bomb that puts out a lot of different little projectiles that explodes all over the place. I think it's made for, like, clearing battlefields. It's made to take out individuals, from what I understand about it. If I'm wrong, just put it down in the comments below. But these are some things that we need to watch and try to get prepared for. I feel like they're pushing hard, real hard, for a war with Russia or China. I mean, it could pop off anywhere. You got Israel and Lebanon. You got China and Taiwan. You got Russia and Ukraine. I mean, there's 3 right there. That's not even counting North and South Korea. I've seen where South Korea is simulating battles right on the line with North Korea. And in the past, every time they do that, it gets Rocket Man stirred up. And I think Rocket Man has already made deals with Putin. I heard to send maybe upwards to 50,000 soldiers to Ukraine to help fight with Russia. All this is just escalation. Escalation to war that you and I don't want. It's taxpayers' money being sent over there against what the taxpayers want. From what I understand, the people that's like-minded with me don't want this money sent there. There's lots of things that it could be used for here in the U.S. We've got veterans on the street. We've got California building high-rise buildings to house just homeless people, illegals in. Millions and millions of dollars being spent there, when we've got veterans that has put their life on the line for you and me, laying on the streets out here. Some of them it's because they've lost their job. Some of them it's because of the things that they saw, and it's messed them up mentally. They need help. So there's lots of things that money could be spent on here in the U.S. Y'all know as well as I do, if you've drove anywhere lately, our infrastructure is falling all to pieces. And that's not just here in Tennessee. It's not just in Kentucky. It's not just in Mississippi. It's in every state that we've went to in the last several years. The roads are awful. So there's lots of places that money could be used here for you and me to benefit us. So let's quit sending it overseas. But these are a few things that we need to keep our eye on. It's causing a lot more tension in the world. And I'll do my best to bring it to your attention here, because the things we know about that we can prepare for, it'll only help us in the long run. I can't remember what country it is. It's not Ireland. Scandinavia? I think it was Scandinavia. They're preparing for their people. They're putting up, I think it was something like 805,000 tons of grain in 30 different locations in their country to prepare for what they think is coming. They said to prepare for war. You know, even if they're not in the war, war is going to disrupt the supply chain. The Houthis over there right now is just causing all kinds of trouble. I think it was 3 ships, may have been 5 ships that they have sunk just in the last few days. And it's causing the shipping to have to go way out around to get to the U.S. and to get to other parts of the country. Because if they try to come through there where the Houthis are, they run the risk of losing their ship and all the cargo. So it's going to take a lot longer for products to get to us. And if you think about a world war happening, it's going to be way worse than the Houthis. So these are things that we can prepare for. And in my opinion, food is your #1 prep. Food, and then a way to protect yourself and to keep your food. So y'all do all you can do. I thank you for watching. I pray God blesses you, and I'll see you in the next one.